Red Rover, Red Rover, I call your name over. I wanna see how hard you go. Is your love as strong as the words that you speak? Who is weak as your winds pressing cold?
Yeah. Anyway, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit started. So.
I'm saying, like, you go, yo, fuck, man. Like, that puts it in a different context. That's what I'm trying to fucking say.
No, you're not. No. Don't try to save it. Just leave it alone. Just let it die, all right? Just let it, stop trying to bring it back because you can't clean this up. You're just making yourself weirder, all right? So just let's start the fucking pod. Anyways, what up? My name is Randy Bell.
Yo, it's your boy A-squar3d.
And this is the NFS Podcast where we still don't know what the fuck we doing. So, congratulations are upon us. As Lauryn Hill is joining the Diamond Club. No, for real. I'm sure her first and only album has gone diamond now. It has officially gone diamond, and
woo,
it's a timeless album. So. For those who don't know, Miseducation, Lauryn Hill is the album that went diamond. It is dope.
Very fucking dope.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Only found out today. Shit.
Yeah, it's like putting that out there before A-squar3d, because A-squar3d's got some topics apparently for us today. He's got some real deep dives. He's telling me he's got some crazy stuff to talk about that I was like, oh, okay, so you're gonna be taking over. All right.
I didn't say none of those sorts, dude.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't know where the fuck you're playing that shit.
Lazy motherfucker.
What the fuck, man? Don't make me call fucking 6ix9ine on your ass, man. Shit.
What the fuck is he gonna do to me?
Make a video out of it over the weekend.
The difference between Meek Mill and myself, I got nothing to lose. I don't have a threat of going to jail. So, like,
God,
I am the regular dude that will be ready to fight because shit, I ain't got nothing. Like, I don't got no publicity around me. Shit, I'll take that publicity.
Shit. Oh, man. That was still fucking shocking. Well, no, not surprising that he's gonna start some shit like that, man, over the weekend.
Nothing is shocking. Nothing is impressive. Nothing is anything important when it comes to 6ix9ine. He is losing listeners. He's lost a lot of respect. People don't really care about him or his antics, so he's now just trying to pull at whatever strings he can to keep himself relevant, because that candle is burning at like both ends.
Real fast. Yeah.
At this point, it's coming to a point where it's burning in the middle as well. So, yeah. His relevancy is dying.
Very much. There's still memes going on about it. I'm just checking up on it right now.
Of course there is. Right now. Because right now, you know what? No one really cares that much about Tekashi. Everyone's looking at Meek and being like, oh, bro. And WAC 100 isn't helping. But
yeah, see?
But yeah, like everyone's just kind of going at Meek because Meek has been a meme for quite a while now. Ever since the beef with Drake, it's just kind of like been an uphill battle for him to try and get back into that respected zone. And then and the sad thing is, like, he keeps stumbling himself backwards. I kind of feel like you get up and then after you fall back down with the whole kids in the water bottle and like the what do you give him, like $100 to split between like 5 of them or whatever or more?
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's more than $100 on the line on that.
I mean, well, the fact is, you come up with you drive by with a rich ass car, and then you only give us $100 to split between 5, 6, 10. Doesn't matter how many people, and it's like, bro. And then you tell the kids, "Don't touch my car." It's like, yo, come on, man.
It starts rented, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I thought it was yours. Nah, man. Shut the fuck man.
I mean, most artists do lease their cars because there's no point in paying the insurance on all of those cars for that long or for permanence, because you only have one body. You only can drive one car at a time. So I can understand it. I can understand leasing. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't really care for such hugely materialistic things.
No.
I say this because I'm poor.
When he has all this money, fucking rolls in with like 20 different cars. It's like, how the hell are you driving those? Self-driving.
I mean, I'm just saying right now, while I'm here in this place, I will be humble as fuck. But when niggas still cross some money, I'm leaving myself just a little bit of space to say, okay, he didn't change that much, because, you know, he wasn't like, yo, don't go buy nothing, don't go waste no money, don't go do none of that. Like, no. I mean, hey, I might waste a little bit.
Okay.
I'd love to say that I will never go crazy, but I ain't never seen that.
It's always a debate, isn't it?
You know, it's like I never seen that money, so I'm not gonna act like the bigger person. I'm not gonna act holier than that, because I know there's a lot of people out there that's wouldn't be me. I would make a bunch of investments. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Damn, man, you've changed.
Like, yeah, into 6 different outfits just today.
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh man.
I mean, there's gonna be days I just do that shit just for the fuck of it.
Honestly, like, I really wouldn't know how I would actually react myself once the money starts coming in, and it's just.
I mean, I know for me it's gonna be still acting poor. I mean, like, still acting like I'm on a budget,
totally agree.
because expensive things bother me still. Like, I need to understand why it's expensive before I buy it. Like, oh, this shirt's $1,000, so ooh. What does it do? Like, does it reassure me that I'm beautiful or some shit? Because $1,000 is a lot of money, my nigga. For a shirt, it's comfortable. A bed is comfortable too, but I can understand. I don't even understand why that's $1,000. But shit, $1,000 a t-shirt. And it's got
the artistry, the craft, the etc.
The artistry, my nigga. It's a shirt. It looks like every other goddamn shirt. It'll most likely look like the shirt that I'm wearing. All it's gonna have is a small little symbol of the fucking logo on your left titty, and then it's done. And that's that's what makes it expensive. So that's where I'm like, my poor shit will come out for a little bit. It'll be oh Jesus. It's always it's always an adjustment. You can't just there's some
jump
people
right into it.
Some people just jump in and try to act rich. So that's the issue. When you try to act
that's
rich
the bigger mistake. Yeah.
Instead of be rich.
No, facts, man, fact.
Yep. So since we're talking about rich, you had a whole deep dive on Mr. Rick Ross on the NPR Tiny Desk.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had a different reaction than I did on that one. Why don't you tell me how you fucking feel about the?
No, you could start it. No, you could start it off, because you're the one who wanted to talk about this. Don't try to just throw this on me. Don't try to apply pressure, bitch. I will throw that right back at you.
You're the one that threw it back at me, like.
Yes, because it was you who brought it to me.
I know. I know.
Look at this motherfucker.
No, that was an interesting performance. All right, fine. All joking aside, like, it was actually an interesting performance, because, like, knowing, like, Ross from, like, the early 2000s and shit, just growing up, like, hearing his music just randomly playing in the corner and shit, like, people were hyping him up as the fucking hood man's going up in the world kind of thing, and to see him actually perform with such class, like, for the most part, like, for me personally, like, I saw, like, there was class in him performing for Tiny Desk. And just seeing him in, like, just in general, like, it surprised me, only because, like, he worked so hard, like, with his style, of his brand of who he is, and to see him finally get to
rich. But go on.
Yeah, basically. Like, he embodied Maybach music. Like, he embodied the Maybach of Maybach music at that point.
So I guess what you're saying, this is, like, the first time you're really observing Rick Ross after, like, 15 years. 15 years of him being in this industry.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Not like I didn't want, like, not like I've never actually taken deep, like, once in a while, like, I'd see him features and shit, right? So, like, okay,
So
cool. Like,
you never deep dived into
yeah.
the music of Rick Ross. That's why I'm like,
No.
that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I hear you, but I'm just like,
Mhm.
I don't know. This has been Rick Ross's look for forever, essentially.
Mm.
Yes, there was the hood, but at the same time, it was always like luxury. There was always a level of luxury. Hell, Maybach music. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's
No, but
always
like
been that
it
level of
actually it got saturated, especially at the time growing up, or like the time in the early 2000s too. Is just like everyone else is doing the same shit, right? So like,
Nah, not really.
mm,
Like, to me, Rick Ross carried himself in a different, like, again, like what you saw in that live performance is kind of how he's been carrying himself, mostly through this industry. Whereas like the other artists who were trying to portray that were more, again, doing we're trying to portray rich niggas, and they're the whole stunting in that ignorant kind of way.
yeah.
Not to
No,
say
it
Rick Ross has
fascinated
never
me.
been ignorant, but I'm like, I don't really know any of these people. But yeah.
No, honestly, like the bottom line, overall, like just the 20 minutes of it, like I watched it again today. It's like, yeah, no, my feelings never changed. It's the fact that, like, yeah, I was just amazed at how like his style, his brand of who he is, especially with again Maybach music. Like, it's just fucking like it is something to aspire to. Like, it's actually, if I were to be someone who's just gotten introduced to Rick Ross, and then I'd point, or someone pointed this video out to me, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that would be that would be an interesting way to get on, or to chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, essentially, I'm like,
how about you?
Rick Ross's performance was Rick Ross's performance. Of course, great. It was dope. I don't really have any nothing bad to say about Rick Ross.
No.
I have questions to ask.
Yes. I kind of realized where that came from after watching it the second time.
Yeah.
And I noticed.
I'm like, I don't understand how you didn't notice the first time, but yes, the backup singer. Now, the thing about it is, I'm not gonna go into this like dissing dude, which he does have a name, Elijah Blake. He is a two-time Grammy award-winning singer-songwriter. I haven't fully gone into like everything. I was just kind of like, who is this dude? Because one of the first thoughts was he must be like Rick Ross's new artist. Not looking like it. I'm not sure.
No.
Well, just from like going on his page, but again, I haven't done a deep dive of research on him. I just kind of was like, who is this kid? And yeah, because I know everybody's making jokes, but at the same time, being both sides, like I'm just like, yo, who's this guy? Like, chill out, bro. You're a backup singer. But at the same time, I understand, because when it comes to dealing with rappers, and just cool people who cool or whatever, sometimes what you'll do is you'll show off your vocal range and your skill, and people are like, yo man, yo, you do that, yo, I want you, blah blah blah, and they'll hype you up to do that shit on camera. So you're being told to sing it, son, like, yo, it's your time to shine, this is it. And it's just like, you'll do it, and you may not realize in that moment, like, how is the internet gonna react? Because we all have thoughts of grandeur and things like that. So we will take it to the next level, because then we are going to treat it like a performance. Because in these situations, again, these are performances that we usually, as smaller artists, we can't afford. I believe that Elijah probably could afford it. Again, winning two Grammys, I believe that he is paid well for probably a lot of songs that he's written for other people. But yeah,
of course.
I don't know.
But
then also he could be a lot better known in the States in certain areas.
Yes,
being up in Canada, we don't see you unless the labels want us to see you.
Yeah, it's been the problem even in the early 2000s too, right? So the fact that I was like, oh.
Yeah, there was a point I saw the shift when pretty much all the radio stations got bought out. Because there was a point when we were actually starting to really push Canadian music.
Yes.
Not necessarily just Canadian music, because pop, rock, and all that kind of stuff was being pushed well here. I don't know if it still is here because I don't really pay attention. But urban music on the sense of hip hop and R&B was actually starting to really come together. That's when we started seeing a lot more artists be on Mod and be on our radios, because I remember seeing Shot Claire, Socrates, Cardinal Official. I want to say Kishi Shante. Yes, Kishi Shante was there. There was a bunch of other artists right now that are escaping me. Julie Black, of course, and all of these people. And it was like there was this insurgence where I remember it was in high school. I was starting to see a bunch of these artists starting to come out. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Because for me, it was this, it's actually possible to have a career here in entertainment and music. And I was like, yo, this is dope, because I'm seeing all these people come from our local areas. And then at one point, I think probably the next year or two, disappeared.
I know. There was a radio silence, no pun intended, on that shit.
No, that's because a lot of the Canadian networks got bought out out by the American networks, and they're all run by the labels. So I think the only person we really heard from for a while before Drake emerged was Cardinal Official and Socrates.
Yes.
And that was pretty much it. Yeah, I forgot.
Are you sure? Like Keisha
Shante, kind of. Keisha Shante was kind of blowing up, but then she went to the States and appeared.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I feel like she lost the support from us just because she went to the States, she disappeared for like a year, came back. She was on BET, but then she's dropping records we had already seen like a year ago.
Yes.
She was just re-dropping records, so we're just like, okay.
Is there anything new?
Yeah. Yo, I know enough people used to talk mad shit about her. Because a lot of people I know went to school with her, and I'm like, yo, why is everybody hating? But I'm like, everybody's hating her. Like, oh man, yo, she a blah 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 blah. I'm just like,
I know, man.
She made it. She made it somewhere with her career. So as much as y'all keep hating, a lot of y'all who were talking shit about her were nowhere. So yeah.
No. So where are the people talking shit about her? They're still stuck in their 9-to-5s and shit. You know what I mean?
Most of the time the people that are talking shit are just like, yo, he has a shitty attitude and all that. I'm like, well, he focused and he got where he wants to. He got where he wanted to get. She got where she wanted to get. Like a lot of the people I hear that have a lot of people talking shit about him. The people who are talking shit are the people who are absolutely nowhere.
Yes, couldn't agree more, man. Fuck. Yeah, damn.
So.
Man, hard work, eh?
Yep. Yeah, no, it was an interesting performance. I wish, like, one of the things that actually came to mind when I was watching the Rick Ross performance was, I'm like, you guys could like help the background singers just a little bit, in the sense of like just put like some reverb on it, because the acoustics aren't that great in the room. So it was like, man. It wasn't sounding as great. And why couldn't they get a female singer? That was one thing. I don't know. It was like the all guy crew. But I was just thinking, like, certain songs, you could have got a female singer for that.
Honestly, like, that's what, like, watching it again today, like, I just realized, like, he could have gotten a female singer for this performance.
I'm like, some songs, but then that's why I was like, is dude being signed? I'm like, he still could be getting signed to Maybach Music. I have no idea. And that could have been like a partial debut of him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed more like it, because like it seemed like at certain points in that performance, like he seemed to like try to, or like he unintentionally outshone Rick Ross for a little bit. Like when he did his solos.
I don't think it was unintentionally. I don't think like it was a back of the mind thing. Again, that's where I say, I'm like, I honestly feel like it was the Rick Ross telling him go perform. Because Rick Ross don't really need to care. He good. He got money. He just had freaking what's it called? Shot at his house. Coming to America too. Shot at his house. So yeah. He's good. He's a person who actually has a lot of cars and they're not on lease. Because I remember hearing DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club talking about it when he do the car show. Usually, he drops like a lot of cars. Or a lot of cars to those shows because he likes collecting a lot of the old vintage cars. Yeah. Which makes sense again with his brand. Yeah.
Yes, he is sticking to his brand, and I realize that more and more now. Like just looking back at his fucking career. Like
that's why I'm just like, you're surprised, but I mean, anybody who's listened to him, listen to a couple projects, like, yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. But no, overall, I was thoroughly entertained. Like, it was actually a fucking good performance. So, goddamn. No, I just couldn't like I couldn't unsee the fucking comments and then just like fucking thing, like just because of Elijah and shit, and just like it's still like ringing through my mind. Those comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Enough people are gonna talk about it because I'm like, again, I get it. But that's what I'm like.
I totally get it too.
But I also get it when you're a singer. Sometimes it's annoying to deal with some rappers. Not against anyone in the industry. Just again, more in the background where it's like I've talked to ridiculous amount of rappers when they hear you're a singer and shit, and sometimes they just expect you to be able to sing in any kind of form, any kind of song, and they expect you just to go like crazy, and then you hear the beat and it's a beat where like. No, this should not be like this at all. You want me to go like gospel or you want me to go like old school soul on this? I'm like, bro, this is more like, you want that alternative kind of chill vibe to it. But everyone, they're like, oh yeah. That's like, hey, chill. This is not the song for that.
They always assume like all fucking singers, like all R&B singers are like this one block of, hey, they can just fit in any mold of the fucking hip hop industry, right? So
yeah. I mean,
no.
I don't know if I've said this before, but I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it. If you're going to get an R&B artist on one of your records, and they have music out, because I won't say anything about people who don't have music out. If they have music out, listen to it.
Yeah.
Go and check out their sound before you send them this generic ass R&B's hip hop mix that sounds like a crappy like generic mix from the 90s.
Exactly.
And send it to me or any R&B artist. I'm so tired of it, and I don't care to be like, yeah, man, I didn't mean no fuck that shit, because I'm so tired of hearing these generic beats, and it's always like, yeah, it's either it's a breakup song or I just want to let her know that I love you or I still miss you, and I'm like,
there's multiple genres, or there's multiple layers to fucking R&B.
It just makes me wonder. I'm like, do you guys listen to music at all? Because if you listen to a lot of rappers, I'm like, I get it. They have those songs and whatnot, but they'll make something crazy. They can make something crazy out of it. But I'm like, hey, usually,
yes,
you can use a singer to make like a crazy song. Again, Watch the Thrones, a great ass album where they had Frank Ocean on the song. What song is it called? What is it called again?
Oh fuck.
Okay. I have found it. It was No Church in the Wild. Fucking brain fart. That shit was dope.
That was fucking fire, man. I remember hearing that song. Goddamn, man. Fuck.
Like, having an R&B artist do something like that, you can get something crazy. Having an R&B artist where I just hate it because their expectations are so high, and then you hear the beat and it's just like, I get it. The imagination could take you far places and just be like, yo, go off. And then it's just like, when the artist hears it, because again, it depends on the particular artist. I'm not really on that. Like,
Ring?
I'm not in like the way I looked at Elijah on the Rick Ross NPR performance. I look at him as like, you're very much a gospel singer because you do a lot. Like, you love to do your runs and all that kind of stuff, and that's usually that usually comes from like the gospel side. I'm not a gospel singer. I was never a gospel singer.
No, you have more of that jazzy, sultry, like fucking like chill kind of vibe.
I won't say chill, but yeah.
Nah, I know not chill, but like,
but yes, I do draw. But yes, I do draw from like the jazz world when it comes to my singing, jazz and soul. So like with a little bit of the funk, I like to just do that with the rasp and shit. I love having fun with it. But yeah, that's the world that I reside in. That's why I'm like, you could say it sounds pretentious, but I guess it's when I'm doing a record or when I want to do a collaboration with somebody, I listen to their stuff because I like to be able to listen to your stuff, because then that way when I come to a track and I'm like, oh shit, this person's gonna sound good because I heard your stuff, I know you'll sound good on this beat, because I don't want to just bring you on to make you sound like an ass and just be like, I'll just put you on there so I could grab your following. It's like, no, I put you on there so you can make this track even better and we can both win from this shit.
Yeah, and I'm fucking grateful for that, because like I remember when we fucking collabed with Wanted Back, it's just like it's the perfect in between your style and mine. Exactly. At the time we fucking we made the project, and I was just like, fuck. And even like when I randomly listened to it once or twice, like just in general, it's just like fuck. Like I couldn't believe that we actually got that. Yeah. Like we made something like that come to life.
I remember the first track I gave you.
Jesus Christ.
that was a track way more catered to me, and when I heard the verse you did, I was like, nope.
no, I didn't even like it, because like you told me to like make it within like fucking like 24 hours and shit. I was like, okay, fine, I'll just put something together.
I was like, I just needed an idea to see if you could do it, because like you've been out of the game for a while.
I agree. That was a little bit on me.
And so I was like, all right, this isn't a track for him, and I went back into the lab. Look to see what I could find. We got a vibe, and we made Wanted Back. So like that's when I brought that to you. Yeah, you shined way better on that than the other track, which I can't even remember what the hell it's called.
Yeah, I don't even remember that either. All I remember was sending you a fucking some shit in Dropbox that I fucking recorded out of my car. I was just like, I wasn't even happy with this.
Well, yeah, like again, I'm not looking for the perfection. And in our situation, again, we get to take that kind of time when it's collaborative and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to make you sound bad just because I'm like, I just want to collab so that way I could steal whoever's fans and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, no, I want a good song all the time. I'd like to have a good song. So I will add people where it's necessary. I will listen to your stuff because I do not want to just add you on any record.
No.
I know.
And I totally
know certain artists will just jump on any record. I'm like, no.
There has to be elements of it where it
makes
lets
sense.
The artist shine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of records, man, fucking Red Rover, huh?
Yes, my single Red Rover.
Oh my goodness!
Damn near half hour to talk about that shit.
Dude, we're flexing and shit, man. Fuck.
I mean, hey, you gotta talk about music, but yes, Red Rover is out on all platforms.
Go check it out. It's actually fucking fire, man.
I mean,
as much as I fucking put it on your Instagram, just 3 lits, you know what
I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to talk about that because I'm grateful for all the I actually am very grateful for all the comments, for people saving the stuff, for people sharing it and talking and just, spreading it out. So I'm like, I have no complaints. Again, I'm always happy. I'm always grateful. These are the blessings that we're given. So there's no reason to complain about it. It actually is getting played. So
I am glad, man. I'm so fucking happy for you.
If it wasn't getting paid, I'd have a whole different fucking tune. Everybody would get it from me.
I'd still be grateful, but I'll be really angry grateful.
No, I wouldn't be grateful at all.
Well, there's the reality. Ready bell, ladies and gentlemen.
Like I told you, a lot of different words would be said.
Of course. No, man. Like I'm glad it's on the up and up, man. Fuck. I remember, you've collaborated with Lotus in this project, and just like hearing it for the first time, like I remember like just seeing the development of this as well. It's just fucking like to see where it comes, like to this finally see the final product out there. It's just fuck, man. It's congrats, man. Congrats. Big ups to you.
And I'm still stressing it. I'm still trying, God. I am very much just what am I doing? Because I'm still having to work on the music video, and that's just a process and a half right now.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Still going planning on that one?
I couldn't even get into it because it stresses me to even talk. It stresses me to even talk because I'm trying to do so much stuff right now that I'm just like, yeah. I just know I got to shoot soon. So yeah.
Good. At least you do have shoot soon. So I'm fucking glad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So excited. So excited. Like, these are the times when I'm like, signing to a label wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, man.
Drop a million in my pocket. Let me do one album for y'all. Let it sell really well. Then just be like, you know what? Free me.
After the one album, shit.
And there've been a couple of cases. It seems to be, well, actually, I won't say it's not common, but there's a good amount of cases I've heard where people have managed to get out early, or, well, I'll say get out pretty early of their contracts. It's just knowing who to talk to. But at the same time, these are people who sold. So like they actually made their labels money. At least
so they actually have some hold on things.
Yep. That's why before you sign, establish yourself.
Yes. That's always been the fucking like fundamental rules. Like always like get a reputation first before you start signing shit. No?
Not really. I mean that only kind of came after the 90s.
Right.
After everybody was like, these guys fucked me over, so yeah. And as soon as the internet became a thing, that's when it was like, establish yourself and get a bunch of things going. I feel like, again, this era gives us more of an opportunity to decide what we want to do. We don't have to just go to the labels and say, please play me. Like now it's a situation of, if you can get 5,000-10,000 people a show, you can live comfortably, because if you can get them to come to the shows, buy merch and all that stuff, you can live comfortably, and you don't have to, and then you don't ever have to actually worry about being super famous. So I see that as opportunities for a lot of artists where I'm like, yeah, no, things don't have to be the word. Things don't have to be the worst where you got to do the label, and if you don't sell, we're just gonna shelf you. They do not kick you out. That'd be the dream, because then everyone would fuck up their
right.
No, they get shelved, so then they're just stuck.
And then they can't do anything about it because they're still obligated with a quote unquote lifetime contract.
Yes, that's not even a quote in certain people's cases.
I know. That's being sarcastic.
Like JoJo was probably one of the great examples of someone who almost got screwed over for life, but
oh my god,
she was lucky because she signed when she was a kid. So they managed to use that stipulation against them and were able to get her out when she just turned, I think, 27 though. Yeah,
I know. Fuck.
So
it took like 11 years from when she got signed till she got out of the country.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, damn.
that's her whole youthful music career. So,
yeah.
So I'm like, now she's come back, but
wasn't as impactful as before. No.
Well, there was the moment that it could have been super impactful, but I think the label silenced her again, because it was when she did the remix to Drake's Marvin's Room. Yeah, and that shit was dope, and that shit like really
that shit hit.
Blew up. I liked that song. I liked her version. It was actually really dope. And then everyone was just like, "Oh shit, JoJo's back!" And a bunch of the pervert radio stations were like, "Oh, she's back and she's legal. Oh my god, you're looking good." And over 18, right? Like a lot of sick motherfuckers out there. But yeah,
honestly, man, I heard that shit, man.
Yeah, but a lot of she came back, and I was like, "Oh shit." Because that version was dope, so I'm like, okay, writing's gotten really good, or I don't know who was writing the shit, but I'm like, yo, dope. And then after she disappeared again, so I assume that was labels like, nope, we're not letting you drop an album. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, man, like honestly, at the end of it, like we're fucking like two independent artists at this as it stands right now, and we just gotta fucking like, we just gotta fucking work it, you know? Like we just gotta fucking figure everything out. Like I think the for me personally, like being on this journey right now, it's just I feel like I know what my end goal is, but I'd rather actually like enjoy the journey towards that end goal. I don't know if I've already said this. I live by that fucking religion now. It's the fact that like I want to know how to develop myself, how to get better every day.
Yeah.
So that I get closer and closer to where I need to go.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is life.
Yeah. Maybe one day we might be fucking as successful as fucking Savage Fenty, you know what I mean? Shit.
So I think this is where we're going to wrap up the podcast.
Good. I was waiting for
Rihanna has like damn near about $5 billion now, my nigga.
So R9, right? We're waiting for that R9?
$1 billion just for Savage Fenty, which is the lingerie line, which
Mm-hmm.
only came out like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we're not catching up. We're not catching up.
That's 1,000 millions, man.
Because her makeup line has, I think her makeup line has almost $4 billion. So
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're never gonna get there.
Honestly,
we can hope.
Honestly, I don't hope. I actually don't really want to get there. I don't really care to get that high. I don't.
Billion? No.
I don't care to get $1 billion. I don't see the value. I don't see the value in those huge, ridiculous quantities of money. At least in this place that I am, I don't see it. In the future, maybe when I actually start making like some real serious money, maybe I'll see it, because again, there's always other reasons why people are trying to make this amount of money. Yeah. And I hope that they're for the bettering of life for others. But yeah, as it stands right now, on just a personal level, don't really care to make it that high. I'm fine. Sure. I'm fine with whatever number I keep to myself. I don't need anybody knowing what number is my comfort number. So yeah,
same. $5.
It's like 500 million. No. Nah.
Yen.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but no, it's I don't know. That's pretty much where I stand. Again, I don't focus that much money. I don't kill myself for money. I'd rather kill myself for my passion and what I love and what makes me happy, in which I feel like everyone should, work towards what makes them happy and actually learn themselves, because there's a lot of people that I talk to that don't actually know what they want, and they push themselves away from their passions and things that actually keep them smiling and give them a reason to wake up every day just to focus on money.
Yeah, I know.
And I understand it. We all need money. At the same time, that's where this world has brought us to this day. We need money. We got to pay the bills.
Yes.
But
in the end of it, don't lose yourself just for the sake of something.
Exactly. Do what you have to do, because again, I know everybody's situation is different. There's some people who are forced to have to work, basically just have to slave it out. I just hope that you can at least put yourself in a place where I'm like, you do your hustle for whatever amount of time, but at least put yourself in a place where you can breathe and remember who you are, and remember to try and do those things that will help you expand your life.
Yes.
And get
to make it better.
Always look to investing. Always look to investing in yourself and investing in your happiness. Because what we truly have in this world is time. That's the only thing we have. Is the time,
and we can't waste. Yeah, we really can't waste it.
Or moments. I don't know. Depending on what your thoughts are on time. My thoughts are always conflicted when it comes to time. I love the concept of time, but then I'm like, as I get older, the constructs and everything of time are just it's too much. It's too deep for me to go into on this.
It's relative for me. Like, time has always been a fucking relativity kind of shit for me. Maybe because I entered understanding time under the sciences and all, but like really, like the bigger concept of it is that like it's really in relative, like with my life, like it's just relative to what I do in my life. If I waste time not doing what I want to do, then that's literally a waste. It's just I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not gonna go into this. That's too much. Another day, maybe in the future. If we get popular,
maybe.
If we get popular and it becomes a request, then I'll go through that. Also, if we get popular and people request, I'll start telling stories, because I was at work last night, and one of my old friends decided to do a live at like 4 a.m, and I'm like, what the hell is this girl doing? I was like, let me just check because I ain't got nothing else to do here. I go on, and granted, this is one of my favorite friends. This is one of my favorite girls. Like, no, we have not hooked up, strictly just a friend, but I love her so much. It's always one of the same things. It doesn't bother me that she brings up. Anytime she sees me, or anytime she sees me and there's a bunch of friends around, because she'll just be like, "Oh my God, it's Randy!" and then she'll be like, "Oh my God, I gotta tell you guys." So, and it's always the one story. And she brought it up in live, like, "Yeah, man, I gotta tell you about
oh my God,
how my friend Randy slept with my stepmother," and I'm just like,
oh my God,
leaves me speechless. And I'm gonna leave that story there. I'm not gonna say anymore until and if things pop off and people hear this, they could bring it back up. But yeah. And yes,
I'm hoping they do. Fuck.
And yes, it is a true story. It's not made up. So, yeah. I have stories like that. Sleeping with people's step parents.
God damn it. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it's time to close it off then. Shit.
Yep.
All right then. Well, hats off to everything that you're doing. Hopefully, everything works out for you for the better. And
yes, give me my flowers.
Fuck! I forgot to send that again. Shit.
What? Nigga, I don't want no actual fucking flowers. Just pay me my respects. What's wrong with you? See this? Make me bring up the conversation we was having earlier.
Please don't. God damn it.
Look at this scared motherfucker.
You're airing out your fucking stories. I'm not willing to air out that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed another short podcast. Not like anyone's complaining. I know you guys are just like, we got shit to do. And I'm like, perfect.
Excellent.
We love you. Yeah.
Again, appreciate all the likes, all the new subscribers that actually came on because of this podcast. Like, I'm fucking grateful for that. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Keep showing us love. Keep showing us affection. Come cuddle me. I mean, sorry.
No, Randy, no.
Single nigga shit. You know?
Valentine's Day has come and gone. Okay, it's over.
The fuck I look like waiting on Valentine's Day.
Oh shit.
Motherfucker, I need cuddles for bitches on Monday.
Fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
All right. No.
Well, good time with y'all. Until next time, I'm still Randy Bell.
And I'm always going to be A-squared.
And this was the NFS Podcast. Peace easy.
Peace.